Sup YouTube, it's Sakari. Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Last time we flew a kite as Gus and unfortunately got squished by some debris in a storm, if I remember correct. And now we are, I think we've done everyone in this room. We were down to like 4 people left, so we might finish the game today. Let me just quickly double check there's nothing left in this room. I don't think there is. I watched all the game announcements this week for like Summerfest and Xbox Showcase, and there's actually so many things I'm excited for. Wait, I can't get out of this room. We're getting the Resident Evil Requiem finally. We're getting the Gears of War remaster. A lot of stuff that I really want to pick up. Is there a way up we can get or anything? Oh wait, I can look through the peephole, can't I? No? No.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Wait, are we gonna see how our mum died? How do I interact? I keep opening this menu. I forgot how to interact with
Religion was
stuff.
another thing my
There we
mom
go.
never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. Can't go on the computer. Guess we're going out.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Whoa.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
I'd just move as... Well, clearly moving didn't help, but... I'd not want to be in this house.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I don't feel that... Or is that after? That might be after. Can I look around first? I'm not sure what game I think we should play through next, to be honest. I'll have to have a look at my Steam library.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
There's a lot of stuff in my backlog. I have been really looking at this game called Days Gone, which is like a zombie open world motorbike type. happened to Milton? Historic American newspapers now available. I wish I was better at painting. I'm so bad at it.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Always wanted to make one of these as well, but it's so much effort.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
It's so eerie because it's not like horror scary. It's just really like, I don't know.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Almost creepy.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Lewis been having a bit of the devil's lettuce.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
No, I don't want to go out. No, 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 no. Turn around. Turn around. God damn it. Just wanting to look around.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Anything we recognize through the looking glass? Oliver Twist, Peter Pan.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wonder.
Oh, I just realised we're a little dude.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small,
Oh, I'm not good at multitasking.
imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
I'm gonna like accidentally cut my arm.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then,
I'm worried about me now.
daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
I'm gonna accidentally cut my hand off or something.
I even encouraged him.
I'm
It
terrified
seemed
of
very
it now.
promising first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Baldur's Gate
And
at
songs for
home.
them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd
I'm
conquer
on
a
a
city,
boat.
then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Lewis the Conqueror.
St. Louis.
Duh.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Queen.
The queen was on her own quest for Sinister serpents.
You
He followed the sound of her electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world
Oh,
was
so I
all in
can't see
his
the thing
imagination.
anymore. Uh-oh.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
A hero?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, we at the cannery. Maybe. Yeah, we are.
He began to forget the world we know.
Is this actually what canneries are like? Because this is quite...
I think it pained him
Cool.
to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Look at the views on this guy.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising me.
How you doing? Hello, thanks for showing up.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
How you doing?
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
No, I don't like that. That looks like the fish thingy. Oh god.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He put his head in the fish thing. Jesus Christ, this might be the most morbid one.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Ay, ay, ay. Jeez.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Is it gonna be me?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Was her name Edith as well?
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
I'm too small.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Who am I playing as now?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. when the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Just keep going straight.
I got turned around.
Wait, that's a rock. Keep going straight.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Old house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
The last dandelion of the season.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Who am I?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Oh, it's my kid, is it?
Things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
I died at childbirth. Wow. That was really good for like a short little 2 hour, about 2 hour long game. They've got pictures of all the devs. If you haven't, definitely do give this game a go for yourself. I feel like it feels different playing it than watching it. That's what I find with a lot of games I didn't get to play growing up. Plus it supports the creators a lot. Even if you've just like watched this video, leave a review of the game on Steam or wherever you've played it or looked at it, because you can tell just by playing it how much effort went into this. I'm not sure if they've done many other games. I'm pretty sure they have, so it might be worth checking out some of them in the future just to see like if they're more than one-hit wonders. But I really enjoyed this game a lot. Got an achievement for seeing Johan. But yeah, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. Let me know what you thought about it, what you thought about me playing it, and what games you'd want to see in the future. I love that they've done this with the credits. It's a really emotional game. But yeah, in case this is copyright music, I'm gonna end it here. Leave a like, comment. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.